Today, I'll be talking about the three biggest mistakes I made while sports betting, mistakes that nearly cost me, but at the end up teaching me hard hitting lessons. If you're chasing quick wins and throwing random amounts on bets, stick with me. I'm gonna share how treating sports betting like a quick flip has cost me big time, and how halfway researching has caused me to make plenty of bad bets, and why I stuck with prospects for so long, even though I knew the value just wasn't there. So make sure you drop a like on this video, subscribe, and let's dive right into it. Okay, so for the first mistake and my biggest mistake, this was treating sports betting like it was a quick flip. Back then, I wasn't trying to build my bankroll. I was throwing random amounts on slips, chasing big wins. Some days I bet high, some days I bet low. I had no real plan. And yes, sometimes I would win, but most of the time, I would just give my money back because I had no bankroll management. So one day could wipe it all out. I finally learned that betting isn't about that one big win. It's about stacking smarter bets over time. Now I stay disciplined, I stick to units, and I never go all in on no bet. Okay, so let's talk about the second biggest mistake I made. Back then, I would just look at a player's last 5 games and call it a day. I did no real, oh my God, my eyes is watery. I did no real research, didn't go any deeper than the last 5 games. I would just look at that and call it a day. I didn't even know why I liked the prop for real or if the prop even had value to it. Soon I learned that halfway researching left me guessing, and I was missing out on so many key stacks. Now I do my research before every bet I place. I look at player matchups, team matchups, I look at everything. Remember, a little research can save you a lot of trouble. Before you like in any prop, remember to do some research on it. Now let's move on. Alright, so for the third mistake that I made, that was sticking on prospects for longer than I should have. Don't get me wrong, you could win on prospects, but looking back, I made it harder on myself. The problem, the lines are too tight, making it hard to find props with real value. So I kept forcing plays there instead of finding another spot. Once I finally switched up, I realized my chances were way better on other platforms. Now I focus on finding value first rather than sticking to one spot out of habit. Now we just talked about my 3 biggest mistakes: chasing quick flips, not doing real research, and sticking with prospects for way too long. Now trust me, I took so many L's before I learned these lessons. But I'm curious, what's been your biggest lesson that you learned in sports betting? Drop it down low in the comments, and if you found this video helpful, make sure you drop a like and subscribe.